In this video we will cover how to generate reports with the GrandPrix Race Manager software. This tutorial is using version 22 of the software. However, much of what we will cover applies to other versions of GrandPrix Race Manager. All reports are generated from the Reports screen. To open that screen, click on the Reports button on the main toolbar. Note, some of what you see displayed on this screen and on the reports are affected by what you have set in the Software Settings and Report Settings screens. Make sure to review the tutorial videos for Step 2 and Step 3 where those are covered. At the top of this screen there is a toolbar of buttons to give you access to the report features. We will go over those in just a bit. Below that, there is a tab for each of the different report categories. Once you select a report category tab, at the top of the tab are some report criteria that you can set to filter the report data. Each tab will list the different reports in that category for you to select from. There may also be other options on the tab that you can set for specific reports. The general usage of this screen is to select the desired report category tab. Select the specific report that you want to generate. Set the applicable report criteria. That can be round, group, or subgroup. For some reports, you can also select a specific custom field value to search on. I currently have the custom field set to store car names. You may also have sorting and other options to choose from, depending on the specific report. Click on the View button on the toolbar. Name the report file to be created. The software will list a file name by default. You can go with that file name or enter your own. Click on the Save button. The software will generate the report as a PDF file and then display it. Since the reports are created as PDF files, you can easily distribute them to those in your organization and open them with any PDF file viewer. For most reports, if you opted to use the report image, it will be shown only on the first page of the report. The Title 1 and Title 2 lines will be displayed on the first page as well. The report name will be displayed at the top of every page. At the bottom of each page, it will display the date and time the report was generated, as well as the version of the software that you are using. To generate any other report, you would follow the same steps that I just covered, so I will just highlight some things with the other reports that are available to you. On the Rosters tab, there are 3 different reports. As you have already seen, the Roster List report provides your list of racers by race group. The Check-in Sheets report provides a check sheet for each of your race vehicles. You can cut these apart and use these as a check sheet during your check-in inspection. The inspection items on this report can be configured in the Report Settings screen. This report will also give you some blank check-in sheets that you can use for any last-minute entries. The Vehicle Number Labels report will create number labels that you can apply to each of your entries. This report uses Avery 5408 label sheets or equivalent. Those are basically 3/4-inch round labels. On the Schedules tab there are 3 available reports. The Scoresheet report is intended for manually recording the results of each heat of your schedules. If you have a catastrophe where you cannot use your computer, you can still complete your race using the Scoresheet and then manually tally everything up from that. You can also use the Scoresheet when you are using a timer, but it is not interfaced with the software. Note, if you are using the Master Scheduling feature, this report will show the master schedule, otherwise, it will show group schedules. The Schedule Matrix report is something that you can print out and give to your race crew. They can use it to grab the vehicles for each heat and stage them for loading to the track. So, as soon as one set of vehicles is heading down the track, they have the next set of vehicles ready to load onto the track. For this report, you can opt to display just the vehicle numbers for each racer or their vehicle number and racer name. Note, if you are using the Master Scheduling feature, this report will show the master schedule, otherwise, it will show group schedules. The racer schedules report is something that you can post on the wall, so each of your racers know which particular heats they will be racing in, as well as what lane they will be in for those heats. On the Results tab, there is just one report. This report will display the results for each of the heats. You can filter the data for that report on the completion status of the heats, if needed. On the Standings tab, there are 4 reports. You can get the race standings at 3 levels: round, group, and subgroup, if using subgroups. For each of those levels, racers can be ranked from fastest to slowest. You can also opt to display the turtle standings, where racers are ranked from slowest to fastest. I will go ahead and generate the group standings report as an example. This will be from fastest to slowest. Additionally, you can get a report of team standings. If you select by group, then each race group will be considered a team. All of the results for each group are tallied up, and then each group is ranked by those results. If you select by subgroup, then each subgroup will be considered a team. You can award the best team performance. This is to encourage teamwork, with racers sharing knowledge and providing assistance to other racers within their race group or subgroup. You can advertise ahead of time that you will be giving out a special teamwork trophy for the team that performs the best. This could be a traveling trophy that is given out each year. On the Awards tab, there are several reports. The awards list will simply give you a list of the awards that you entered into the Awards tab of the main screen. The Award Design Judging Report can be used by your design judges to score each of the entries for each race group. You can print out awards certificates, if you like, based on what you entered into the Awards tab of the main screen. You can select the specific award types to make certificates for. If using the Racer Photos feature, you can opt to display the photos on the certificates. You can print these onto special certificate paper or use a background image to get that certificate look. If you want to use a certificate background image in the report settings screen, you can also configure some of the information to be displayed on the certificates, as well as the font types, sizing, and colors. If the winner has not been assigned for an award, the certificate will have a blank line for you to fill that information in yourself. That way you can print out all of your certificates ahead of the race, if you like. The award winners only option is if some of your awards were assigned winners, but others were not. Checking this option will filter out any of the awards without an assigned winner. The other type of certificates that you can generate are participation certificates. You can print out participation certificates for each of the racers that passed inspection, if you like. If using the Racer Photos feature, you can opt to display the photos on the certificates. You can set the title of these certificates in the report settings screen. The awards voting report is only available with the Pro version of the software, and then only if you are using our Derby web software to enable audience voting for select awards. This report will show the audience vote tallies. On the Race Stats tab, there are 3 reports. The Lane Statistics report lets you see how even your lanes are. It can help you identify a slow lane that may require some attention. It will show you the basic stats, such as average, median, minimum, and maximum of the results, as well as the standard deviation. Standard deviation is a measure of how much variation there was in the race results. It will also show the count of each finish place for each lane. The overall race statistics report will let you know how long it took you to complete each heat and to run the whole race. You can use the average turnaround time to better estimate how long it will take you to run future schedules. The average heat times chart averages the times for each heat and plots them on a graph. The overall average of the times is plotted as the middle black line. The red lines are the upper and lower control limits. These are based on plus or minus 3 times the overall standard deviation from the overall average. If you get any weird spikes that go outside of the control limits, that could signal that there was a problem that happened at that time. If you get any shifts of the data, either up or down, that can signal that something changed with the track. The Vehicle Stats tab has two reports. The Racer Statistics by Group report will show the basic stats for each racer in a group, as well as their finish order count. The Individual Racer Statistics report shows the heats that a racer ran, as well as their results and stats for those heats. You can give each racer their own results if you desire. This report does have a couple of options that you can set. You can select to generate this report for all racers or select a particular racer. You may want to select a particular racer and review their results if any questions arise regarding that racer. If using racer photos, you can opt to use them on this report. That's the basics of the reports that the software provides. Let's now go over the other features available on the reports screen. The software can export the data for most of these reports as a CSV file. This can be handy if you want to make a custom report. To export a report, you would follow the same steps as generating a report, but you would instead click on the Export button. That will create the CSV file. You can open that file in a spreadsheet program like Microsoft Excel. If you would like to generate more than one report at the same time, you can use the Bulk Reports feature. Click on the Bulk Reports button. Select which reports you want to generate. Specify the desired report criteria. You can generate the reports as PDF files or CSV files. Click on the Generate button to create those reports. The software will let you know when the reports have been created and will open up the folder where the reports were created. Back in the tutorial video for Step 3, on Report Settings, we covered how to set your report preferences, so we will not go back over that in this video. Lastly, if you need help on reports, you can click on the Help button. This concludes our tutorial video on creating reports.